everyone. In this class, we are going to learn the most interesting topic of the chapter, that is optical activity. But before we learn that, let us understand the concept of mirror images. So to begin with, I am taking a very simple example right now. There is an arrow over here, and imagine that I am taking a mirror and keeping the mirror over here like this. If I take a plate mirror and keep it somewhere over here, then we will get the mirror image of this arrow on other side of the mirror, but in the opposite direction. Everybody knows this. Now when you stand in front of the mirror, if you lift your right hand up, actually your mirror images is lifting its left hand up. So it is exactly like this. The mirror images are of different direction. If this arrow is pointing towards right direction, its image will point towards left direction. Now imagine that there is no mirror. Imagine that there is no mirror and we simply have two arrows like this, two different structures like this. Also in such cases, we can call such images as mirror images of each other. So they are mirror images of each other. Now in this mirror images also there are two types of mirror images. So let me start with one simple example. I am drawing a square over here. Now if you observe this square, it's kind of a symmetric structure which is kept also in a proper direction. Now if I keep the mirror over here like this, I will be getting the image on other side of the mirror. If the mirror is present over here, on other side I will get the reflection of this square. So let us draw the reflection of square. Now what I will try to do is, I will lift this square up and try to put this square on the first square that I have already drawn. So I will take the image. This is image and this is our original object. I will try to lift this square and I will try to put this square on top of the object that we have taken. So if I do so, this image will exactly coincide with our object like this. This square will be kept exactly on top of our first square. So such kind of mirror images are called as superimposable mirror images, because if you take one and try to keep it on top of other, both of them will exactly coincide with each other. So such images will be called as superimposable mirror images. Now let us do the same thing with arrows. If I take this arrow and try to keep this arrow and on top of the first arrow, then it will look something like this. Now are these two images exactly coincide with each other? No. One is pointing to the right direction, then the second is pointing to the left direction. So they do not superimpose on each other. Let us take one more example of this type. Now I am taking a triangle like this. Imagine that there is a mirror over here and I will draw its reflection. Now what I am going to do, I will lift this up and try to put it on top of the first structure. So it will look something like this. Basically, both the images will not exactly coincide on each other. So such kind of mirror images which do not coincide with each other or which do not superimpose on each other will be called as non-superimposable mirror images. Now I have got certain show you all. Imagine that there is a glass over here and next to this glass there is a mirror. And if I try to get the mirror image of this glass, this is the mirror image. If this is our object, this will be our mirror image. Okay. Now I will take one glass and try to keep one glass on top of the other like this. Okay. Actually I can put like this also, but for you all to understand, I am taking this and trying to put it on the second glass. So if you observe, this first glass is exactly on top of the second glass. It can easily coincide with each other. So such kind of images, if this is our object and this is our image, such kind of images will be called as first type, that is superimposable mirror images. Now if I take this cup, as an object and try to find its mirror image, this is what I am going to get. The handle over here is on the right side, and for this cup the handle is on left side. So these are the two, like these are mirror images of each other. Now I take one cup and try to put it on the other. Is it coinciding? No, it will not coincide with each other. If you can easily see, for the first cup the handle is on the right, for the second cup the handle is on left. So therefore these two cups will not coincide with each other. So such images will be called as non-superimposable mirror images. You can again try this on your own with your hand. If this is your hand, if this is my right hand and I am trying to keep a mirror over here. If I keep mirror over here, this will be the mirror image of the hand, or we can say both the hands are mirror images of each other. Now I am taking one hand and trying to put on the second hand. Is my first hand coinciding with second hand? No, both the hands are different. They look same, both the hands look same, but if I try to put one on top of the other, the hands do not coincide with each other. So my hands, can I say that the structures of my hands are nothing but non-superimposable mirror images. So now we are going to apply the same concept in chemistry and find out which of the molecular structures are superimposable and which of the molecular structures are non-superimposable. Now let us apply the concept of mirror images on a simple molecule in chemistry. So I am drawing one molecule over here. Now let us number these carbon atoms. Now we are going to find out different groups attached to each carbon. Now let us start with first carbon. I am representing the first carbon with C1, and you know that around each carbon there has to be 4 bonds. So now let us see which are the 4 different bonds present around each of these carbons. So if you look at the first carbon, it is written as CH3. So it is obvious that there are 3 hydrogens around the first carbon. So let me write 3 hydrogens. 1 hydrogen, second and third hydrogen. Then what else is attached to the first carbon? This entire structure, this entire group is attached to the first carbon. So instead of writing this entire group, I will represent this entire group by R1. Then let us go to the second carbon atom, C2. Now look at this C2. You can easily see that one hydrogen is attached because it is written as CHCl. So one hydrogen is attached to the second carbon, and also one chlorine is attached to the second carbon, HCl. Okay. Then on one side of the second carbon, this group over here, which is methyl group, CH3 group. And on say other side, one more side of the carbon atom, you have CH2, CH3, which is nothing but ethyl group. I am writing this ethyl group as C2H5. Now let us proceed to third carbon. In case of third carbon, you can easily see it is written as CH2. That means 2 hydrogen atoms are attached to third carbon. Then on one side CH3 group is attached, and on other side this entire group is attached. Let me call that group as R2. Then let us go to the fourth carbon. It is written as CH3. So obviously there are 3 hydrogens attached. And this entire group, so I will represent this entire group which is attached to the fourth carbon. This entire group is represented by, say, R3. Now let us compare different groups attached to each carbon. C1 में H, H, H and R1. So 3 groups are common to the first carbon. Then second पे nothing is common. H, Cl, CH3 and C2H5. None of the groups attached to the second carbon are common. On third carbon, 2 hydrogen atoms are again common. Though CH3 and R2 are different, but we have 2 same groups also, H and H. Then on fourth carbon, 3 hydrogen atoms are common. The last group is different, that is R3. But along with this, you also have 3 atoms or group of atoms which are same. So out of 4 carbon, you can see that this second carbon is different from each other. We can say that on this second carbon, 4 different groups are attached. So we call such kind of carbon atoms to which all 4 different groups are attached as chiral carbon, and we represent the chiral carbon by star. So in this structure we have one star marked carbon atom which is chiral carbon. So how do you define chiral carbon? The carbon atom attached to 4 different groups is chiral atom. Now what is so special about carbon atom, this chiral carbon atom? Others are also carbon, so what is special about this carbon atom? So now here we need to apply the concept of mirror images that we have learned earlier. If you have such a carbon in any of the structure, then 2 mirror images of such structure or such molecules are always non-superimposable. So right now you all know that this carbon atom over here is sp3 hybrid carbon atom, and sp3 hybridization will have geometry which is tetrahedral in structure. So now around this carbon atom 4 different groups are attached tetrahedrally. So right now I will draw this second carbon atom, the chiral carbon atom at the center. So I have drawn one chiral carbon atom over here. And what are the 4 different groups attached to it? H, Cl, CH3, C2H5. So let us draw all 4 different groups that are attached to the chiral carbon atom of the structure. So here I will draw C2H5, or you can also write CH2, CH3. It's up to you. Then here I am writing CH3. Now you all know that the tetrahedral shape looks like this. Okay, if it is like this, if the center atom over here is carbon and these are the 4 bonds attached to different atoms or different groups of atoms, then these two bonds will be in the plane. This line and this line is in the plane. One of the bond is above the plane and one of the bond is below the plane. So if you look at this blackboard, one bond will be above this blackboard and one bond will be behind or below this blackboard, and these two bonds are in the plane of the blackboard. So while representing the planar, or while representing the bonds which are in the plane, we represent it by our regular line. Then something that is below the plane is represented by a dotted line like this. So let me draw hydrogen over here, and there is one more bond which is above the plane. So the bond which is above the plane is represented by wedge like a dark line, which is Cl. I am putting star mark because it is a chiral carbon atom. Now what are we going to do is we are going to draw its mirror image. Imagine that the mirror is kept over here, and if I want to draw its mirror image, it should be exactly opposite of this structure. Chiral carbon. C2H5. Then if I just assume this line, this imaginary line to be the reference line, something that is on the right side should go on the left side in the mirror image. So here I have drawn hydrogen atoms on, say, right side. So over here I should draw these hydrogen and Cl atoms on left side like this. H, then Cl, and this CH3 should go on right side. I hope you are able to visualize how we are drawing mirror images of different structures. If you cannot do so, I also have got a model. If you look at this structure, if you look at this central, if you assume this central atom to be the carbon atom, and there are 4 different colors attached to this: white, green, then the pink or red, whatever you call, and the black color. So there are 4 different colors. So assume these 4 different colors to be 4 different bonds like this. Here also all 4 different bonds. So similarly 4 different colors around the carbon atom. Now if this is our original image, and if I keep a mirror over here, I will be getting a mirror image on other side. So the mirror image will look like this. The mirror image will look like this. So similarly I have drawn 2 structures, okay, like this. It will look like this. So these are the 2 mirror images of each other. Now what I am doing is I am taking one image and trying to superimpose it on the other. So if I do so, 2 colors match. Say here white color and black color is matched, but यहाँ पे green and pink doesn't match with each other. I will change the direction now. I'll try to do it with some other way. Okay. Now the pink color and black color is matched, but green and white is not matched. So therefore you try whatever way you want. You can also do this, try this at home and try to match 2 images. Try to keep one image on top of the other, but it will not at all coincide with each other. Both the structures will always remain different. Since they cannot coincide with each other, that means they are different, they are not the same. अगर वो सेम होते तो एक दूसरे के ऊपर coincide हो जाते. But you try whichever way you want, the images are not going to coincide with each other. 2 colors will match, but 2 colors will always remain unmatched from each other. So now we can call such images as non-superimposable mirror images. non-superimposable mirror images. But when is this possible? It is possible only when the carbon is chiral carbon atom. That means only when the carbon atom is attached to 4 different groups. Okay, imagine ये 4 में से out of these 4 groups 2 groups are same. So let me take the example of C3. Okay, around this C3 2 hydrogen atoms are same. CH3 and R are different, but 2 hydrogen atoms are same. So let us try doing this and try taking the mirror image and match with each other. Okay, so I am changing this right now. Here there are all 4 different groups, different colors. So let me make at least 2 colors same. So now if you look at this, there are 2 white colors over, there are 2 white colored bonds over here. So imagine these 2 white colored bonds to be 2 hydrogen atoms. Then one is green and one is black. They may be CH3 and R2. So I am keeping the compound like this. Let me keep it like this. And I want to take the mirror image of this compound. Is this the mirror image of the compound? Yes. If you keep a mirror in between, both of them will look like mirror images of each other. Now I will try to say superimpose one of the image on the other. So I am lifting one and trying to keep this matched properly, white with white, white with white, black with black and green with green. So can we say that if at all you have 2 mirror images, ये एक image और ये एक image, if at all you have 2 mirror images of such structures, when there is no chiral carbon, अभी ये सेंटर वाला कार्बन को हम chiral carbon नहीं बोल सकते because चारों ग्रुप्स डिफरेंट नहीं है. सो इफ देयर इज नो कार्बन एटम और अगर ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर का तुम 2 मिरर इमेजेस ड्रॉ करते हो और मैच करने का कोशिश करते हो तो वो मैच हो जाता है. मीन्स ये दोनों स्ट्रक्चर्स डिफरेंट नहीं है, दोनों भी सेम है, दोनों भी आइडेंटिकल है. कब? जब कायरल कार्बन एटम एब्सेंट है, कोई भी कार्बन एटम कायरल नहीं है. ऐसे केस में जो मिरर इमेज बनेगा, दीज मिरर इमेजेस आर सुपर इम्पोजिबल और वी कैन से दे आर आइडेंटिकल, दे आर सेम, दे आर नॉट डिफरेंट. बट ऐसा वाला जो हमने पहले देखा, ऐसा वाला स्ट्रक्चर हो गया क्या सही? नहीं, गलत. ऐसा वाला स्ट्रक्चर जो मिरर इमेज है एक दूसरे का, ऑल 4 बॉन्ड्स आर डिफरेंट, दे आर मिरर इमेजेस ऑफ ईच अदर एंड यू whichever way you want to try, you can try matching, but 2 colors will always remain unmatched. So ऐसे वाला जो images है, these 2 images are different from each other, they are not same, they are not identical since they do not coincide with each other. So such we can call such images, mirror images, as stereoisomers of each other. What are isomers? Isomers are the compounds which are having same molecular formula but the structural formula is different. But now if you look at such structures, the structural formula do also look same. Their arrangement, their connectivity is same. Like this carbon is attached to 1 hydrogen, 1 Cl, 1 CH3, 1 C2H5. Same is with this carbon, 1 hydrogen, 1 Cl, 1 CH3, 1 C2H5. So the connectivity of both the carbon atoms is same. They look same, the connectivity is same, just like our hand. Both of our hands look same, but they do not coincide with each other. So similarly, these are 2 different structures. This is very important that these 2 structures are different. They are not identical, they are not same. So therefore they are stereoisomers of each other. Abhi, these type of stereoisomers are called as optical isomers of each other. they are called as optical isomers of each other. And ऐसे वाले जो compounds होते हैं उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं chiral compounds या फिर chiral structures. कार्बन एटम को बोलते हैं chiral carbon atom. Now this concept of chirality is also called as handedness. Why? You all know why it is called as handedness. Both the hands, they look same but they do not superimpose. That means both the hands are different. Both the hands are not same. Similarly, these two compounds, or we can say these two optical isomers are different from each other. They are not identical. So this is how you can identify. How do you identify whether you have got stereoisomers present? They are stereoisomers, but stereoisomers में कौन सा type है? ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर. हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई? ऐसा वाला कार्बन जिसके चारों भी ग्रुप्स डिफरेंट हो. ऑल 4 ग्रुप्स अटैच्ड टू दैट कार्बन एटम आर डिफरेंट. सो हाउ विल यू डिफाइन ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर्स? ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर्स आर स्टीरियो आइसोमर्स. वो कैसा है? दे आर मिरर इमेजेस ऑफ ईच अदर. इफ यू सी दिस एग्जाम्पल, यू नो दैट these two structures are mirror images of each other. But कैसा वाला mirror images? Non-superimposable mirror images. So you can say that optical isomers are stereoisomers which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, who look same. Actually they look same, but the arrangement of molecules in space is different. If you try to write down the molecular formula or the structural formula, it is going to look same. But in 3 dimension, in space, the arrangement of molecules, arrangement of atoms and group of atoms is going to be different. So such kind of stereoisomers, which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, are called as optical isomers. Thank you so much.